I'm going to come up. And then.
Are you going to do any local news?
Okay. And hold on, we're going to transition.
Indie left, news and politics and all the rest. So much to do on the YouTube, so they curate a list for you. Do you want to watch your favorite creator or have a chat on Discord later? Well, you better get hip to Indie left.news.
Here.
We gotta wait for the people to vote. I got you. We're gonna work it.
I'm done. I've got Woke running. There's only a couple other folks streaming so far. So I figured I'd go live and show you what's going on inside the Capitol. There's also protests now starting up. Looks like they're covering some things in Sacramento outside the State House in California. Hit the like, share, subscribe. We've got Woke running. Got a full-size box. Yeah, it's got like a theme park inside. It's got like a. What is happening? Welcome to chat. I've got a 30-second delay on YouTube. We're live on Twitch. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. Welcome for everybody joining in. This is IndependentLeft.news. I'm streaming woke.net through Twitch. And we're covering all the chaos that's happening. Looks like there's a protest in Olympia, Washington at their state house. Protests outside the state house in Sacramento. And, of course, the craziness that's happening right now in D.C. Anybody live and watching, please say something in chat. Say hi. Let me know you're here. Got someone watching live on Facebook. Thank you. Took a couple people live on Facebook already. Everybody, welcome. This is IndependentLeft.news. And we're covering what's happening in all the protests at the state houses and, of course, at the U.S. Capitol. Protesters have stormed the Capitol building. They overran the police. There were reports of gunfire in the chamber. I don't know if that really happened. I see Yamini Shalcinder on there for PBS. I don't know if you know about Woke. Woke is an excellent live streaming guerrilla channel that's on Twitch. And what they do is stream in different protests and different authentic video from around the country and around the world.
Remember there was a Patriot shot inside the Capitol.
Just figured we could all watch this together instead of just watching it and seeing it unfold. What's up, Ponce?
No, that's Israel. No, Israel. No other fucking country in the world does.
Again, I'm not trying to take anything away from Franco. I love Franco to death. So everybody go to Franco's stream if you're on Franco. But this is for anybody who's not watching Franco live. Again, I'm not trying to take anything away from Franco. I love Franco to death. We have pretty different audiences. Stream if you're on Franco. But this is for anybody who's not watching Franco live. So again, I'm not trying to take this together instead of just watching it and seeing it unfold. Pretty shocking what we're seeing. I don't understand what these people think their end game is or what the result is going to be from what they're doing today. We ain't going nowhere. What's going to happen when you're hungry?
Helmets and riot shields and face shields on, and they marched up in formation sort of across the grounds here through the protesters. And then it's unclear what happened. They may have taken
this is what's happening
else, but the protesters have not yet been moved. So they remain here in force, basically having their run of the place. I mean, if you look around you right now, there's protesters milling about in the front. They're up and down the stairs. They've completely taken over the front stairwell here as well. And we should mention, we're sort of keeping our distance here a little bit because protesters continue to do everything they can to try to disrupt a lot of the reporting. There's a lot of profanity being yelled, some profane signs being waved around. So we're trying to be a little
profane signs.
Right now.
Yeah, somebody supposedly, that they're saying that somebody did possibly get shot. I don't want to spread misinformation, but I did hear somebody on the stream say that somebody was shot on the stream and from the crowd that a patriot was killed. Whether these people are really patriots is debatable for sure. Anyone, welcome in. This is Independent Left.News. Welcome from Facebook. Welcome from Twitch. We're watching woke.net.
Among the protest crowd about whether or not to try to break in.
This is nuts. Again, I don't know what their end game is. What are they hoping to accomplish by doing this? And what's the result they're looking to achieve?
Another piece of information I want to share.
Let's see.
We only have this from one protester who said he was part of the group that was able to breach the doors and get inside the Capitol. He said that those protesters witnessed one protester being shot. He couldn't provide many more details. He didn't know the person who was shot. He identified her as a young woman that is a single protester sharing his account of what he saw with us. And that's all we can share at the moment on that. But he also said he was able to get in with the rest of the crowd he was with. I asked him how many people. He said about 500 people. That is his account right now. Were able to get in. I asked him,
I have to say that we've had plenty of protesters on the left and plenty of protests. But nobody's ever stormed the State House. Nobody's ever gotten this kind of violent. And this is totally a super spreader event, if you notice. Just about every person you see there is not wearing a mask. Well, you would say, Bones, that they know how to get it done. But the question is what are they getting done? What are they actually accomplishing here? They're taking over a building, but great. What are you going to do tomorrow? What is going to be accomplished from all this? That's what I want to know. They're mad. I get it. I'm mad too. I just want to know what they think they're going to accomplish by doing this.
Yes, it is. It is such a disturbing scene. And then Amna, you see.
Right. Ian, were you out there? Or were you talking about for the Force to Vote rally? Again, if you're on YouTube, Frank Analysis is also streaming this. I highly recommend going to Frank. I talked to Franco earlier. He's a really good dude. Excellent streamer. Great takes. I feature his stuff. Michael Cooper, welcome. Mr. Michael over Twitch. Thank you for supporting over on Twitch. And now we're getting some people coming in on Twitch. Excellent. Again, I'm streaming woke. I hope that's not TOS violation for Twitch, but we are reacting. Okay, I'll even put up that we're reacting and streaming woke. Certainly don't want to discredit them. They're an excellent news source. I found them on Twitch during the George Floyd riots, protests. Also, Unicorn Riot was streaming quite often, and that was one of the main channels that Woke was featuring during that time. So I found both of them. Excellent in-the-field independent journalism. Looks like the stream quality's sucky. I don't know why. I'll bet it's because everybody and their mother is streaming right now. I apologize for the stream quality being bad. It's actually pretty good here. Maybe if I take it off of full screen size and I make it a little smaller, that might help the quality. Let's see. I'm watching you guys on another screen, what we see here. So let's see if this is any better. Man. I just hope everybody's being safe. Good. Ian, that's awesome. I appreciate you being out there. I was telling Frank earlier, I kind of felt like FOMO being there. What's their name again? This site is woke.net. But
please subscribe to my channel. I do streams almost every day.
Steven Ignoramus is the guy they're talking about.
All that bullshit.
We're not having it anymore.
I just want to know what the end game and what their game plan is.
Come here, you have Facebook taking off your posts. You have Twitter and Google taking off
Now,
your
how do I
posts.
show the stream live? Let's see. Overlay chat. Boom. How's that? Can you see chat? There we go. Restream? What? I know, I was around. Just trying to figure out how this works. Who's bullies? You're bullies? Who's calling who bullies? That's from Black Zebra in Sacramento.
What's going on?
Hello, world. Michael Cooper. Well, yes, I agree, Ian. They are treated differently by media. They're also slightly different size. But even for a Bernie rally, look at the difference from how they're covering it. Even from George Floyd protests, look at how they're covering it. 100% agree with you.
A lot of mayhem happening as we speak. Everybody's around here. This is what I see in circles as we speak right now.
That stream looks a little better, right? Since I tightened it up. Is that clearer?
For what?
And visit freedomscoop.com
Wow.
and subscribe to my channel.
Freedom Scoop.
You all.
Well, I appreciate them covering this for us, but I don't know if I'm going to be a subscriber necessarily. Wow. No, I appreciate you not taking credit. Our boy Jackson Hinkle organized that. Bones and I were on stream with him when we started that, and that was so proud of him. I felt such FOMO missing out being there, but I was amplifying it. I was doing all I could to spread the word. I wish we had used that time to actually go after to stopping Pelosi from being speaker and not just trading it for a vote. But I understand that it would have been really important, and I was very supportive of force the vote, 100% behind the idea.
From China. They are the ones who created this fucking fiasco of a government and the treason of them stealing our money, our children's money, our grandchildren's money.
I'm going to post it. I'm live on
With $2.2 trillion
and streaming.
$26 trillion in debt. Our great-great-great-grandchildren's money. They don't have a plan to take care of our great-grandchildren. They're taking all the money now. And they're stealing it and putting themselves back in power endlessly. And this has to stop.
Crazy stuff. Cool crew. What's going on, Jess? How are you? Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, people joining in. My kids just came home, so if you hear any stomping above, that's my kids.
We don't want you. We don't need you, man.
It looks like Kelly Loeffler outside. No, that can't be. It's somebody in Olympia, Washington. That's the state capitol out there. They're having a Stop the Steal rally. Oh, that's so cool. Michael, whoever it is, thank you so much for sharing the stream, letting people know that we're live. I figured we could just all watch this together and react together because, as Franco said, and as I was saying to Franco, we started watching this together. We're having a live Zoom call, and I dragged this over, and I'm sharing my screen. I'm going, man, we're watching history together. This is insane. So then I realized, oh, man, nobody's live. Nobody's streaming. Franco, get live. Let's go live right now. So here we are again, just so that we can see. The chaos is the goal. I hope that's not the case. Tea Party, yeah, they're gonna make a lot of noise. But we'll see. Yeah, the R for restream when you see me typing in. Hey, Nikki, welcome Backyard Politics. I'm surprised Backyard Politics isn't out at the state capitol in Salem covering this right now, because I'm sure they're probably out there doing this. I know you said they sent everybody home, and we're getting those facts on the ground. That scoop right from Backyard Politics directly. Everybody go like, subscribe, share Backyard Politics with an X if you're not already. She's amazing. Follow her on Twitter. Follow her on Instagram.
I think I was in there though. I was in there for over an hour.
Wow.
These cops are gonna come out. Make the hole, everybody. Make the hole. Everyone better be inside this motherfucking building.
Yeah, it was intense in there.
And are they coming out with
I mean, it was terrible, but
person?
cops.
I'm guessing they're bringing out somebody who's injured.
You get in the chamber, there's no service, so I didn't go in the chamber. But people went upstairs. Cops had their guns drawn upstairs. A couple cops were working with a couple of the oath keepers. It wasn't like just like 1-2 sides. It's chaos, man. There was tear gas. They're shooting paint like us, pepper bullets and shit. What? I don't know, because I never went into the big room. As soon as it happened, it took my stream down, so I just stayed out. But I mean, people kept pouring out. At least like a couple hundred people got into the main chamber. Or whatever. Yeah. Well, not Congress chamber, but like the chamber outside of that, you know.
We're live on Facebook. We're live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube. Nobody's live on Facebook, but we got 7 people watching on Facebook, 7 on Twitch. Thank you so much for joining. This is Independent Left Out News for anyone who's not familiar with us. We do a twice daily newsletter, but we're covering this live. We're watching this live. We're experiencing this together. This is absolutely incredible. At the same time, it's not incredible and it's completely believable, and there's not much surprise to it. The question is, and I've been asking, what's their end game? What's the goal? What do they think they're going to accomplish by doing this? And what's going to happen tomorrow? Yeah, Ian, I'm with you. I pray that they see that as well. Yeah, this is. Wow, like literally the people sitting in the chamber. Look at this down in the far right corner right here. They're literally in the house, in the Senate chamber. Now they just switched to the audio from there, and now security is rushing to secure something. And here come the cops. Get them. Michael's a super stream fan from Germany. He's a mod on Status Coup, so he runs in the Coup community, and he's one of the reasons why we have a Discord in there now. I met Michael. God, it has to be about 7-8 months ago on Rich Medhurst's Discord and stream, and we interact almost daily. One of my good friends. Happy to have everybody on here. Let me let Julie know that I'm live as well. And she'd probably like to know that. Message fee. Everybody's welcome to join. Everyone, yeah, like, share, subscribe. As our friend Jamal Thomas loves to say, I will totally give him props for that. I love the way he does that. All right, welcome. New subs. Thank you. Michael, you been pasting this anywhere over on Discord? We have a Discord. I want to hype the Discord for those who aren't in it. Discord is independentleft.gg. Just go to that URL. It's an automatic redirect. Oh, there's the Twitch notification, which everybody probably got. Trump supporters position guillotine in front of Capitol building. That's who posted that? Red Sea Socialist posted that on Frank Analysis Discord. Crazy. What are we watching here? David, welcome. Everybody, welcome. I just figured we could watch all this together. 18 people watching live now. This is fun. This is crazy. This is not really fun. Again, we keep asking what these people's end game is. What is their goal? What do they think they're going to get? I get that they're pissed. We're all pissed. But for people that are all for the rule of law, they seem to be subverting it today. You know, they talk about rule of law, all these protests that happened in the summertime. I don't think that these people were really part of them.
Forming up behind us, so we're probably going to move here. Yeah, National Guard's coming in.
Sheer insanity. That's a great description of it, David.
Yeah, dude, the service is fucking...
Yeah, they're supposedly Convo, Couch, and John from Status Quo are on the ground there. I know that they were there, but supposedly their cameras were getting jammed, and their stream was getting jammed, so they weren't able to broadcast. Notice how PBS has a nice clear stream, but they're a well-funded network. Whoa, what's going on here? Look at this. Look in DC at NTD. There's people cracking heads right there on the steps. Something's going on. This is at the front door. Stephen Ignoramus. I would go live on Insta, but I have no idea how to do that. All right, so these people are all walking away from the Capitol building, which is a good sign. If I'm looking at this Genghis Khan over here, I see a lot of people seem to be walking away. I mean, there's a lot of people hanging out in front of the Capitol building for sure. See, I turned off autoplay, actually, because, for just that reason. Because I was finding that after every video, it was pushing me to either, believe it or not, a Fox News video. And I have no idea why. Maybe it's because of like Jimmy and some of the left-wing people do go on Fox News, and that's more mainstream, and they do more mainstream stuff than anybody else. But Biden's actually speaking now. So you got a couple networks are starting to cover him. I was streaming Hassan Piker earlier. He had 180,000 people. Is that right? Here, let's see. How many's he got right now? If I exit theater mode, I look at Haas. 204,000. That's insane. That's insane. React Andy all day long. I love Haas. What's up, Dan? Welcome back. Welcome back. I love seeing Dan on the stream. Pasta posted a video on Twitter. Sweet. Yeah, a group of 20 assembling for Medicare for All were immediately approached and threatened with arrest, almost 1-to-1 ratio. Yep. But when you have the cops overwhelmed like this, how does this handle that chat? I have no idea. You know what? He's got this thing like flying over his head. He says he has a whole screen dedicated just to watching chat fly. And once in a while, he'll pause it and he'll stop and he'll read a couple things. Sometimes he'll totally ignore it or turn it off. He's amazing when it comes to that. I absolutely marvel what he's been doing, streaming constantly, 10 hours a day, basically sharing his entire life on Twitter, gaming, doing politics. It's been absolutely phenomenal to watch him. I'm a tier 1 sub. I'm a paid sub for him. And despite what went down, all the stuff with forced to vote and everything else, he had Ryan Grimm on last night, and Ryan was the first one to say, I don't understand why they just didn't replace Pelosi entirely. And I 100% agree with him, and that's why I was working with a bunch of friends on a campaign to try to do so, real true grassroots organizing. It was amazing. Yeah, he's got a bunch of mods that work his chat as well. So he designates, and they're all volunteer basis. Yeah, well, they'd announced actually this morning that the mayor had the National Guard on standby.
Just plain simple decency.
Oh, give me a break.
Politics. It's about solving problems, looking out for one another.
Welcome to Platitude Salad, everybody.
Chaos. As I said, America's about honor, decency, respect, tolerance. That's who we are. That's who we've always been.
Yeah, we do this
the certification
warmongering very calmly.
It's supposed to be a sacred ritual.
Very controlled.
To affirm purposes, to affirm the majesty.
Wearing a suit.
Of American democracy. Today's reminder, a painful one, that democracy is fragile. And to preserve it requires people of goodwill, leaders.
This is crazy.
The courage to stand up, who are devoted not to the pursuit of power, but for the personal interest pursuits of their own selfish interest at any cost, but to the common good. Think what our children watching television is thinking. Think what the rest of the world is looking at. For nearly 2.5 centuries, we, the people, in search of a more perfect union, have kept our eyes on that common good.
Absolute platitude. Said nothing.
It's so much better than we see today.
What are you going to do?
Watching the scenes from the Capitol, I was reminded as I prepared other speeches in the past, I was reminded of the words of Abraham Lincoln in his annual message to Congress, whose work has today been interrupted by chaos. Here's what Lincoln said. He said, "We shall nobly save or merely lose the last best hope on earth."
Wow. I think Jackson just quoted Dylan Radigan.
Plain, peaceful, generous, just. A way which, if followed, the world will forever applaud. And God must forever bless.
No, it was Glenn Greenwald.
The way is plain here, too. That's who we are. It's the way of democracy, of respect, of decency, of honor, and commitment as patriots to this nation. Notwithstanding what I saw today, and we're seeing today, I remain optimistic about the incredible opportunities.
That's because you're blind to everything that's actually happening in the fucking country.
So I report, I think now, I'm bringing awful display today, on my channel, bringing home to every Republican and Democrat, and independent in the nation. We must step up. This is the united.
Yeah, you like that, huh, Bones?
There's never, ever, 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 ever been a thing we've tried to do.
Right now.
We've done it together.
Okay.
Not been able to do it.
Like my friends, there's a couple on Facebook, a couple on.
So President Trump, step up.
Come on. This thing just froze. There we go.
Twitter and one or two on Twitch.
If you're not following me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram already, please do.
And all those
at
folks
IND Left News.
We're trying to preserve order. Thank you, and I'm sorry to have kept you waiting.
Sorry to have kept you waiting. I'll give you my time.
Talking.
Now, what did he say exactly? Nothing.
Somebody said reacting to the reaction. Yep. Anything that'll give fucking eyeballs and watch time. I was good. That's just fucking cool.
That's right, Roseanne. We would be dragged and handcuffed and dragged out. Right, but there's one protester and 8 cops. 2 protesters. Look at the dude. Look at that. That is an epic fucking legendary picture. Agree, disagree, whatever. That dude A is going to jail for that shit. But damn. That's a crazy picture. Woo! Wow. Welcome to Super Spreader 2021. At least the guy in the purple, well, he's in Salem. Oh, wow, Nikki, look at that. Rosa and Vivo is in Salem. Do you know them? This is crazy. Wait, what's the... Oh, that's from earlier, the news hour footage from when they were inside the chamber. So now what happens with the electors, I wonder? Because I think they were in the process of doing that. So this completely disrupted that. Rosa and Vivo. My guess is that they're a live Spanish left Twitch streamer. That's Rose Live. An IED was found in the Capitol building. Oh my! From NBC. Holy moly! If you were so lucky, he'd have health care, he'd have education, he'd have all kinds of things he's not going to have without having $1 million. I thank you for hanging out with me. This is absolutely nuts watching. All right, let's get rid of this clown. Biden's speech didn't do anything. In my mind, I didn't see Biden doing anything but coming out there and just doing what Biden does, offering platitudes. Max Blumenthal. As good as it gets right there. Are they? Let's see, the Capitol steps. So they secured the building, it looks like. I don't see anybody inside the building at this point, or at least there's nobody with a cell phone inside the building. Antifa is absolute in this one. Well, if you're Antifa, that means that you're anti-fascist. And if you're not Antifa, guess what? You're a fascist.
Sir, what is your name? Retribution!
Your name is Retribution?
Will now be 50% off. What? In every market. You're not trolling us? From materials to manufacturing to shipping to retail, all the way to the consumer. Every single person gets a break. What is your name, sir? What's your name? What is your name, sir? He's like,
here's what Backyard Politics was talking about. National Guard intelligence officer monitoring the Capitol unrest. Oh, what happened? Did Kenny Clips erase it, or did it shift on one?
Can you tell us your name, please? Who are you?
This site has been one of my secret weapons lately. I don't know why I'm not following them. Left Voice, excellent source for socialist news. Guy by the name of Scott Cooper writes some amazing stories from there. Oh, Stefania Marisi was talking Assange with Useful Idiots. Awesome. I know I followed Katie and Matt.
He said a bunch of stuff that they're either doing, things that are going to happen. And when we saw the deal, he said 50% off.
Rep. Haley Stevens, is she a Republican? Well, 350,000 of us have died already, so they weren't 100% wrong. Yeah, the Gray Zone just started going live on Twitch. Their first stream with Twitch, they had Katie Halper, and they brought Jimmy Dore on, and Jimmy did what Jimmy does. I love Jimmy. Nico's tweet the other night when he was going after Jake, protect this man. That was absolutely genius. Yeah, imagine being storming federal property and being escorted out instead of leaving with handcuffs and a federal record. Not just that. Think about the Bundy people that took over the state house somewhere in, I think it was in Oregon, right? Backyard politics. That Ammon Bundy, the son and his little group took over the state house for like a month. They besieged the state house and took it over. But now, this is my question. What happens now? Everybody goes home. Now what?
Can I see your signs?
Trump released a video statement on Twitter. I'm not going to it. I'm not giving him any airtime on my platform. That should fill up the screen a little better, center it. Wow. You see this? Taking down the American flag from the Capitol of the United States to hoist a Trump flag. And where did they leave it? They put it on the fucking floor.
I also have been told the lawyer himself is also in a safe location, as you've been reporting for the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi. You having covered Congress for a long time. You mentioned Senator Loeffler and how she.
Now there's martial law. No. Has anybody enacted martial law?
A real question, I think, in my mind, if that plan to object to this election continues after the violence that we've seen and that these members themselves have faced. If we have been getting reports now, touch with each other, trying to keep in touch with who we're talking to. And one of the reports I got is from an interview with Representative Mike Kelly of Pennsylvania. He is one of the people, he's a Republican, one of the people who was objecting. Oh, it looks like my phone can't bring it up now. But when he was asked what he thought led to this, whether he was concerned about the rhetoric from the president led to this. The president who I'm
going to lower my desk. I'm in a sit-stand desk. I've been standing for the last couple hours. I'm going to go down, so you'll hear the noise.
He talked about the media as being the one that stoked this fire, the media as the one to blame, essentially, for the violence that we saw today. So that is something that we see from the right and from at least one of President
Curfew at
Trump's
6 p.m.
in the Capitol, who himself has been affected by this violence today.
So Lisa, what did that tell you? The fact that you have one of the president's.
On the fucking show because we came in the door deep, 2, 3, 400.
Yeah, he made a video statement on Twitter, apparently.
It's not over. All we did was walk in the door. We are still going to vote, and we still have to continue to show our support to Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the only one that is continuously fighting for our liberties, for our Constitution. We have to continue on the which is for our support.
Sorry, guys. Got to plug in my phone. Thanks for coming, everyone. Welcome to all the new people. I appreciate all the mods helping out. What a historic day. What's there to even say about it?
This is cray.
I recommend you look into this guy called Jesus Christ. That's my plug.
Really? Okay. That's a good plug. Heard of him.
Also visit freedomscoop.com. Actually, you guys broke the site, so maybe you can't, but subscribe to my channel.
What happened? They got to switch streams. So look at this. Somebody's out there in Salem. Another person out in Salem. I told you, backyard. That you said that they were sending people home. I knew that they weren't going to be silent.
Shit sucks. I wish it wasn't raining. It kind of sucks.
Yeah, Biden's empty platitudes and Brian Williams' empty platitudes. Absolutely. That's right, Katie. She just tweeted
Costco
it.
and Walmart are open all day, no matter what happens there. Does that... Your small businesses are closed, but Costco and Walmart are open all day.
I invited
no
Katie to
matter
watch
what
the stream. I don't know if
happens
you're
there.
watching. If you're watching, Katie, I love you.
Does that feel right? No. So I ask you, again, I gotta look at my notes. I'm getting excited. Gyms, another one. Gyms are shut down and McDonald's open all day long. Shit's not right. So now what? I recently heard a Republican politician say that the individuals and the local government don't have the power to make change. It pissed me off.
Oh gosh.
Because
Please be
each and
safe.
every one of you have
Please be
the
safe.
power in you to make change. These feelings, they're your inner warrior. They're your patriot. Each one of you are the hero of your own movie. I want you to think about that. And we have to start acting like it. We have to choose freedom and live our lives free, or we will sit back and they will slowly cook us until it's gone. We are in a war, and we have everything inside of us we need to win this war. Everything. And we fight by following our hearts and our minds, not some bullshit narrative fed by social media or the news. I feel good. We gather. I do not accept it. Get involved. It is lonely out front, but the view is beautiful. This is your legacy. Live a life that outlives you. Get involved in politics. Get involved with your neighbors. Get involved with small business. Get involved with friends. And live a life that outlives you. Each and every one of you have the power to make the change.
Thanks for the follows, everybody.
I love you all. God bless.
The one
Wow, look at all these streams now. Look at that.
Don't know,
a dozen
guys, how
streams.
this ends. I don't know how you. As you can see, they're like breaking in windows and actually getting in these spaces. It's. I don't think we've seen this in modern history, in American history for sure. I just don't.
Hi, K-Mix.
Jade, what you got?
Welcome.
It's crazy down there.
Okay, but Jade, one of our other camera personnel, is here, also checking everything out and giving us a report. And it's just crazy. Here's a pepper gas, tear gas right there. They're spraying at people. This is going to get ugly. This is going to get ugly.
Wow. 16 different camera streams.
Seeing right now. This is
Look at this RSP down here on Facebook. This is what we're listening to, the Reds.
out of a movie or something. I don't. This is like a third world country. Of course, what Trump said happened to this election was a lot of a third world country. Anyway, I'm really trying to be mindful that when they shoot off this tear gas, that I've got my
Jackson on fire.
Well, no, but I got maybe.
Is he tweeting right now, or is he just? I mean, is he live right now, or is he just tweeting this?
Wow, I don't. They're taking chairs out.
What? Wow.
Incredible. Incredible.
Mass hysteria. But again, you want anarchy. What do you think's going to happen from that?
It's hard to find out who's helping who to go in that window right there. I don't know if that's, I'm assuming that's, you know, Trump supporters climbing the window. I wouldn't, I don't know.
Yes, we're climbing the windows.
Wow.
We're fighting.
Yeah, this is.
People like you.
Yeah. Yeah, people are angry.
We are very angry. We are very angry. We came all the way from all over the world. I'm from Israel. Yeah, so we're here because this is I've never seen anything like that in my life. Don't get me wrong, Israel is following the same path, same money, same people. But I've never seen anything like that. He won it by a landslide. There is no chance. Yeah, they know that. Nobody's celebrating. They're not celebrating. He canceled the inauguration. That was his. He supported Black Lives Matter protest, but he canceled the inauguration. Why? Because nobody really. There's no voters. It's the biggest scam America is.
Well, God bless. God bless for coming out here.
America.
Thank you. Wow. Well, came over here from Israel. And of course, this is what you see in a lot of these third world countries. You see revolt.
Bones and Michael are making you mods on Twitch.
People who clearly are fighting for freedom, and they feel like their freedoms are being
Mod
jerked
Squad.
away. And if you don't stand up and fight and show resistance,
Nick's fucking nailed it.
It gets taken away. Even
Too bad they wasted all the tear gas of the BLM protests. It would be great right now. Fuck yeah.
I'm just going to take a moment, let you listen into the sounds as we kind of regroup, look around. So take a listen.
No, that's too hard. That's too much. I don't like that. That's bad.
I don't know. These cops are also right wingers. It's very complicated. I'm gonna do a stream tomorrow about this whole thing.
Did I say mix? Yeah, because you're funny. I put your tweet up on your chat up on screen. That's hilarious. And you're right.
Yeah, Trump just tweeted out saying he wanted people to go to peace. I'm not just gonna shout out two random girls in Morgan. No, I don't get that. Oh, what's up? What's up? Great a musician. Shout out to my friends.
Claudia, welcome. Seriously, terrorists wilding at the Capitol, 100%.
Look at this guy.
Nuts. Let's see, how do I...
Yeah, Trump sending in the National Guard. He already did. Yeah. And you put out also video telling people to go home. I don't know, man. Can't trust
The left is not violent. They talk a good game, but they don't. Fee. Oh, now Fee's going live. Oh, everybody's going live. No one in the U.S. cares about Assange today, Michael. I kind of disagree with you, only because what this is going to mean is that anybody reporting on this technically can have the Espionage Act used against him. Okay, by storming the United States Congress, they could very easily be prosecuted as an enemy of the United States, as a journalist, as somebody trying to photograph what's going on here, as somebody trying to document that. That's frightening. They should be worried about what's going on with Assange. It's a disgrace what they did with him, too. Let's see. If I mute my mic, can you guys still hear my scream? I'm going to try that. Let's see what.
People I know in here,
No, okay. Didn't look like you'd hear.
Now they're champing, we won't go. And I honestly, that was one of the first questions I asked when we came out here. I don't see how you disperse this crowd. I just don't see how you do it. And to think that the very steps that we're standing on right now is where state dignitaries, guests of the president, Congress, Senate, this is where they all assemble for inauguration. And that entryway that they're breaking into is actually where the president would walk out. I mean, this is the very spot that inauguration happens. And the fact that we're standing here protesting is incredible. I would never have thought that this would happen. Never.
In tribute to Hassan, I'll go, right on, brother.
It's okay. It's okay. Thank you. I just don't know how these people are getting inside, man. That's incredible. Yes, sir. We're right side broadcasting. We're live right now.
All right, Jeff Collison, Nebraska here representing. Just want to stand here. Thank you so much. Right side for all you're doing. You just keep it up.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Collins in D.C., yeah. Hopefully Collins safe. Yeah, you're a mod now too, Mick. Hey, Darlene, welcome. Darlene from Status Community. We love the Status Community. Love Jen, love John. Hope John's safe out there. Anybody any reports on John? Let's take a look at the Status Coup Discord, see if anybody's reported on John yet. Be okay. Jess, Darlene, everybody, welcome from Status Quo. I know, wishing well wishes to Jen. I know she's had a rough recovery from COVID. Son of a bitch, Rudy Giuliani. Son of a bitch should be locked up for that. Giving everybody COVID. Knowing that he was positive going into that press conference room was a disgrace. He should be disbarred. He publicly endangered folks.
I'm headed your way.
All right, we're going to try it on Instagram again.
Now, this is amazing that we're actually standing on the inauguration stage. Like, this is where the president would be sworn in, right here. These steps, that entrance, he walks through those doors. It really is
Yeah, fuck Rudy Giuliani is right.
While this is going on.
100%.
Joe Biden has said early on that he will not have a public inauguration because, in my opinion, he knows that it could be protested just like we're seeing today. I mean, that's one of the reasons why Joe Biden won't be public about anything, because Trump supporters, as you see, will show up and resist. You're just now joining us. We are live. I'm Brian Glenn, right side broadcasting. We are at the steps of Capitol Hill, and a very unprecedented day in our nation's history, and it's something I've never thought we would witness. To be honest with you, this is absolutely not what I thought would happen today, but yet here we are. It looks like they're about to ram that door with something. I don't know if you can see that, Joe. They're pulling up like a white. Here. Looks like some kind of battering ram or something. So they might. I don't know what that is.
I saw somebody walking around with a police shield before, like they grabbed it off the cops. Rupley is there. Wow.
Now they're really starting to push back now. So this is when. Wow. We're live on Right Side Broadcasting. Okay, now we got some tear gas coming out. We got tear gas, so this is when we probably need to duck down and get.
Oh, yeah. Tear gas deployed. Everybody's going to scatter now, unless they're wearing gas masks. Yo.
Hang on, just give us a moment.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Go to your eyes more than your mouth, guys.
All right. Yeah, I can.
Who's that? Washington D.C. That's the mayor that they were putting on Fox News somewhere. I just saw.
All right.
I know Convo's live. I think Franco's live. Let's see if everybody's going to go live. I'm not going to take streamers away from them. I want them to get the audience.
A bunch of messages just now.
I'll watch.
Asking about our
Let's see
safety.
who's live.
And I just want to say that we're okay. we're fine with the occasional
Franco, Nico,
check-ins,
progressive,
being shot
a martial artist.
So I appreciate
They're
people
all
being
live right
concerned
now.
about our
Wow.
health and safety, but we are fine at this point. More flash bombs going off.
Jackson dropping bombs right now. Oh, Jackson, you throw the heat, brother. Mix, Bones, somebody get Jackson in here. Oh, that smells good. My wife's cooking something upstairs.
Stop the violence, maybe even from a Trump supporter side. If we just quit, maybe throwing stuff at the Capitol Police here, then maybe things might turn a different tone. But
yeah, that doesn't look like it's happening.
I know from seeing what I see right now. I mean, it's going to be impossible to penetrate this Capitol from that area. There's just too many police there, and this could not end well. I mean, they're really trying to penetrate that door right there, aren't they? Holy cow. I could not imagine being up there right now. Look at that. People climbing through the windows. They are really trying to get in there.
I DM'd actually Jackson Bones. I sent him the link to the Twitch stream, but either one.
Is what they're chanting now.
Police stand
Police
down.
chant down.
They're telling the police are coming up. Please stand down. No, this is still Trump's America, dumbass. This isn't Joe Biden's America. Joe Biden hasn't taken over the presidency. He hasn't taken over the administration. This is a Donald Trump-controlled mess.
If you're just now joining us, Brian Glenn, Right Side Broadcasting. We are live here at the steps of the White House, or excuse me.
What would we have done 20 years ago? We would have let the corporate media spin the fucking narrative. Thank God for the internet. This is why we're doing what we're doing. This is why I do what I do. To help get rid of the corporate spin. To tell you what's really going on out there. TYT included, sadly.
I'd probably say there's a couple thousand people just in this area. That's not counting the thousands that are behind us on this lower level. We are up on these bleachers. This whole area has been constructed
For the inauguration.
The inauguration.
Sure.
We watched over the last couple months this area be built, and then now to be standing here right now, I never would have thought that would happen. What's that? This guy's missing his son. Oh, wow. We have a gentleman over here that's missing his son. Maybe if you want to get his attention, maybe we'll put him on there. We got a lot of people. We got a guy that's missing his son, and I'd like to see if we can help him out at all. That's got to be a very scary moment. Let's see if we can have a few words with this guy.
Not sure what statement you're referring to, Evan, but
Everybody follow Nay's Garden. I'm sure everybody here knows who Nay is from Nay's Garden. If you watch Jimmy, if you watch Graham, if you watch Ron, everyone knows who Nay is. Nay's always got the good buds.
It was 30K at one point. I was on ABC and Reuters and shit.
Nay talks about gardening. Nay talks about cannabis and legalization of cannabis. And it's real to call it cannabis. And don't call it marijuana. Don't call it weed. You call it cannabis.
Well, no, I'm on Instagram here and YouTube here. I'm Steven Ignoramus. You know?
Has Kamala tweeted? Kamala was in the chamber, I believe. So she would have been evacuated, right?
Yeah, that's right, Orthodox. No more Paris.
Yeah, let me throw Nick a link so he doesn't have to look for me. He wants to join, but I'm sure he's watching somebody else. He's probably watching Convo. He's probably watching Franco. Wow. No, they just moved it up here. Honestly, this is such good coverage. If you can support Woke with a couple of bucks, please do. This is woke.net or twitch.tv/woke. I'm going to throw these guys a sub when we're done. Please support independent media. I think everybody on this stream already does, so thank you for all you do as well. Because you help me find better streamers. And of course, I spelled Twitch wrong. Oh, wow, look at this. This was what the response... Oh, look at that. I just retweeted that, and it unretweeted. Son of a bitch. This is what the response looked like to BLM protesters. Look at that.
How is it that you stand against the people who pay you? Or better yet, the people that stand in front of you and harm. The one that go against BLM. The one that go... The one that live for y'all. Huh? We love y'all. We stand behind y'all.
Whoa.
That's them from Patriots.
That's in Salem. Nikki.
Everybody share us out.
They just deployed tear gas.
This guy right here has got his paintball gun pointed at the crowd.
Michael Moore is live.
paintball shots out. More smoke. There's Mace.
This is Jared Hub TV. Backyard politics, I got to tell you, I'm glad you're not out there.
More smoke. Both sides are on one. Big fight right here.
Wow. Are those paintball guns that they're shooting pepper spray out of? That sounds like the sound of a paintball gun. I know they do put pepper spray balls in paintball guns. Yeah, now the tear gas is starting to affect the camera people.
Thank you guys, everybody. Please keep sharing this. Officers out. Hey, Trey, officers out.
They need meds right there. They need medical.
Yeah.
That fuck right there.
Yep.
See him? It's the red right there. So they've shot the cops.
Who shot the car?
Shots are firing on people right in front of these guys, and they're not doing anything. I'm going to show you the guys. This is insane, dude. They just sat there and watched this guy right here. Oh, yeah. You see him right there with his back to me. Yeah. 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 Yeah, no, come on up here. Come on up here. Take your gun off and come on up. I'm not going anywhere. No. I haven't left, have I? You're not going to do anything about it. I've been here the whole time. Sorry. Last time you were here, your ass ran. Take your gun off, bro. Come on. Yeah. 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 Hey, fucking freaking bitch. Come on. Come on. Touch me. I'm not trying to touch you, bro. You're doing it. You're the one that threatened me. Fucking do it. Get back. Get back. I am. Get back. Get back. Get back. Jeez. Get back. There's a shit ton of cops here.
Wow.
Apparently, I'm supposed to run. I will admit, though, it's probably not the safest here anymore. They fucked some people up. We got footage of people fucking just shooting at people right next to the officers.
Nobody's shooting anybody here.
Oh, I got footage of it, sir.
Who shot anybody? Who shot someone?
There was a guy, I don't know his name or anything, but he was standing right there right when the cops came out.
Shot what?
Paintball gun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he fired like 30, 40 rounds into somebody. I don't mean guns, I mean paintball. You can hear that. And if I'm live and you thought I meant guns, I meant paintball guns. I'm not trying to make it something that it's not. But,
It was
yeah,
paintball guns. See?
Paintball gun firing. We got shit tons of cops everywhere. I don't know what's going down over here.
Well, who's she going to plagiarize this time? Because last time it was Martin Luther King, right? Right, Bones?
Cleaning my glasses. No, I just got into a fight.
Oh, did you? That with that same guy who hit me last time I was here. He came running up to me, cops tackled him up there.
Will you accept platitudes? Because we have a lot of platitudes. Violence? Oh, well, we'll just hide in the closet until the violence goes away. And
All right, so they've
will you accept more platitudes? Because that's what we have.
Well, I will say this. I had to stand my ground against the big fat dude, but when all of his friends rushed up, I felt a little twinge of, oh shit, not gonna lie. Didn't really want to fight all those dudes on One Money Hill. Would have fought the one dude. But I didn't see that happening, and fighting in front of cops is just a good way to get arrested, which I don't really want to be arrested. I just want to document what's going on safely. They've declared everything a unlawful assembly.
Interesting.
We got a lot of fucking cops everywhere.
Again, we're here in front of the Capitol building.
Now this is back to CJTV right here, Criminal Justice TV. Look at all those people still swarming the steps. They hung a Trump flag from there.
CJ is reporting live in Washington State at the Capitol there. I don't know what's going to happen. I may need to hop out of here in a minute, guys. There's some movement happening up there and happening behind me. So if it gets a little bit nutty,
I mean, do they think they're overthrowing the U.S. government?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try. It looks like they might be trying to clear things up here. You okay?
Do they think they're the United States of Trump now?
They might be trying to clear some people out here. I'm not sure.
Because that's what it looks like they're trying to message to the rest of the world.
Of course, and at that point, I would believe there'd be some clashes. There's calls out here. If you have
Where's the National Guard? I know they were called in about 2 hours ago.
Document, you should know the root and the history of the term conspiracy theory because they weaponized it against you. They created that term to do just what it's doing.
Am I going to lose you, Michael? Status quo looks like they're going live.
Later, it's worked perfectly. Everybody is so damn afraid to be called a conspiracy theorist. That's right. As long as there's been people in power, they have conspired together to stay in power. Have they not? Have they not? That's right, they have.
Where's Veronique? Is she not live? Is she
So
here?
Let me tell you what happened here.
Be gone, be
Did
low.
you know?
She's got to be here.
Secretary of State, when Kim Wyman was elected in 2012, she brought with her a nonprofit organization called ERIC. That's an acronym. And it stands for Electronic Registration Information Center. You know what they do? You probably never heard of them, right? Has anyone ever, just out of curiosity, have you ever heard of them? Okay, you paid for them.
DOD refused to deploy the National Guard?
Thousands of dollars
Get
a
the
year.
fuck out
Can you
of here.
imagine what you're paying them to do?
So then what we're seeing is a mutiny?
Nope. This is what they're supposed to do.
What? That was 3 hours ago.
Ooh, now I'm stronger than the other ones, let me tell you. They're chanting traitors at the cop. The irony has lost.
Holy shit. All right, Michael Cooper, Claudia. This is not what we've grown up with. We've never seen this in the history of our country. At least I haven't, at least not at the U.S. Capitol. NY Pig, Washington, D.C.
The other shit was weed. This is hot.
Look at this. This is right by those steps in the back. They were let in. They didn't breach or storm the Capitol building. They were let in.
Oh, crap.
What is this?
No.
Bacon. Let's go to the HLM.
Oh, shoot. Okay, I gotta pull back, guys. There's
The
tear gas
video
flying
clips.
around everywhere here. Damn, that hurts. Okay.
Damn, what the fuck? That shit was right here.
The cops joined them. See that on the right-hand side? Watch this. Watch the cops just let them go, and then they're waving everybody through. And the cops are walking with them. Holy crap. Chain of command? There is no chain of command. Well, Trump is still technically in charge. Likely that he did not order the National Guard to stand down, to go in. So he's overriding whatever the Defense Department or whoever said no. That's at the behest of the president. If the National Guard was called in, I know that the mayor of D.C. had put the National Guard on notice today. Congress is still trapped inside, the last I heard. What the hell is this? Look at this. Oh, they're bear hugging each other. I thought he was trying to hurt that guy, but actually they're hugging.
I'm holding up my press badge here to see if I can get a little bit of... The shots come without warning, though. Like,
I'm going to step away for a minute. I got to use the bathroom. Everybody keep watching.
police coming down the walkway here, and they've been pretty liberal with the tear gas. It's definitely
Die. Wow. Watch that.
Like everybody would just... Don't know where my friends went.
By people. I've heard sirens in the background trying to push people forward. My guess is we've got some mustering. They're starting to muster down this way too. So my guess is they're going to try getting everyone cleared out of here pretty aggressively, pretty quick. Well, the flash bombs are coming. I'm getting myself up. So I'm going to pull myself up. I don't know if those are rubber bullets coming. Are those rubber bullets coming out?
Crap. Sorry. Wow. 62,000 people on the stream they just lost. Yeesh. Good thing I was watching from where I was. Did Twitch just go to... No. Hold on. Oh, I was...
Any Trump supporters, you know that they fucking flew in from different parts. They flew in from Bakersfield. They flew in from fucking different parts of California. They flew in from different parts of Ohio to just go to this event and go hog fucking...
Hogs, yep. Hogs doing hog shit.
What about the CNN building? I'm pro BLM. The CNN building? You mean the CNN building that was on top of a police precinct? Is that what you're referencing? The CNN headquarters literally on top of a police precinct? Is that really the equivalence that you're making here?
Yeah, now Bones, you can watch him go through chat. Hold on, I gotta...
Indicted Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton even flew in for the rally. Hogs from all around the country did. Wasn't Chris Matthews scared that Bernie supporters were going to execute members of the media? Yeah. Who cares if they flew in? These are still people we live with. That's what's scary. That's what I'm saying. No. That's, make no mistake. That's precisely what I'm pointing out. That these fucking lunatics are, in some ways, unfortunately, very regular human beings that are a part of our regular lives. They're the same people that fucking watch Facebook videos and like get radicalized and believe that COVID is fucking fake and George Soros brought it upon us, or Bill Gates owns the COVID vaccine and they're gonna microchip you. Like, these aren't truly peak levels of soy today. You mean from Donald Trump, who fucking cried like a little bitch? Is that what you're saying? Stop asking her dumb shit, moron. What? If you were sleepy like you are now, would you still smash that girl? Wait, what? I'm confused by what this person is trying to say. It's fascist Burning Man, literally. My neighbor put their Trump flag back up. Do I stay inside or no? Do not fuck around with these brain dead chuds. Okay? And the curfew is starting in 40 minutes, and what that means is shit might get worse. There might actually be street violence now. This is why normies are truly the most deranged and awful people. I'm not remotely kidding about it. Yeah. can get real violent in 40 minutes. These pigs won't stop. They're not going to stop. And if you're in DC, do not go out in the streets, okay? Do not fuck around. Do not go out in the streets if you live in DC. Anyone who gets caught violating that curfew is probably going to get clapped up by the cops.
They're definitely going to get clapped up.
But you do not want to fucking catch one of these fucking piglets roaming the streets in like little gangs.
People troll Hassan all day long.
The Motel 6 Andes are probably going to go back to their own fucking hotels, lick their wounds and get angry that the fucking police state that has a monopoly on violence clap back at them, even if it was a gentle slap on the wrist in comparison to what Black Lives Matter protesters experienced all throughout the year. But the real fucking agitators, the Nazis and the Proud Boys and all of them, they will be looking on the streets, running around looking for fucking blood. Okay, they will try to do anything and everything they can to exert the fucking thorny anger that they have because they didn't get anything out of this and it wasn't enough for them. And now they're going to fucking go out and look for other counterparts to beat on.
No.
So the cops will come back on their side a little bit. You think it's going to turn into a purge? No. What the fuck do I know? Simping for a political party? Imagine simping for fucking Donald Trump, dude. Like, I mean,
curfew starting in 40 minutes.
I mean, would have been the ceremony. One of the weirdest things.
But are the cops going to do anything is the question, because they let them in.
It makes embarrassing. It makes sense that, like, Democrats or liberals don't do this sort of behavior for the Democratic Party because it's a little bit more sane, okay? Democratic politicians don't agitate in this way, no matter how many fucking videos you can cut, making Maxine Waters, who's like 700 fucking years old, like, to make it seem like Democrats are really violent. Like John Ossoff saying, we're going to beat them wherever they go. Clearly talking about, like, beating them in political contests. No matter how many times you fucking cut out, like, the soy-loving Democrats to make them look like they're really violent, they're not fucking violent. And the other part of it is, like, liberals are not going to behave in a violent fucking capacity, partially because...
They're standing there, but are they going to advance on the crowd, and how far can they get?
It's not fucking worth it. These guys, like, demonstrate blind loyalty to the Republican Party, and more so now, blind loyalty to the guy who has channeled all that frustration so effectively, Donald Trump. Do you think there aren't young politicians out there who are sharks, like Josh Hawley, luckily they have no charisma, or Tom Cotton, that are going to see this level of simping, this level of standing of Donald Trump just because he said the fucking quiet part out loud over and over again? You don't think that they're going to want to utilize that same kind of demagoguery? Of course they are. And yes, they are literal simps, dude. They are. They're fucking simps. They're stands. Dan Crenshaw won't be able to do it. He's too much of a fucking dweeb, and he wants to be too much of a middle of the ground guy. Leftists used to be unafraid of doing stuff like this 100 years ago. What happened? Dog, 100 years of labor unions and labor organizing squash in the hands of capital owners. That's what happened. Are you fucking stupid? How do you not recognize that this is not against the status quo? This is just a logical extension of utilizing white supremacist agitation and racial grievances over and over again for 100 fucking years. This is just normal and logical because that's what fucking millionaires, and the wealthy and most of the Republican Party has used to organize people around. So, of course, this militia movement or this fucking revolution, I guess, is going to be a lot more legitimate because it doesn't go against the status quo. Whereas labor union organizing requires there to be actual fucking labor unions when there are none. Okay? It requires for actual organizing to happen when there is none in America. The real reason why the left can't do stuff like this is because the left has no way of organizing in the same capacity. It's like a slow, creeping, the fascist it's the slow, creeping fucking threat of fascism and fascist organizing. It's the same reason why the American political Overton window is like planted firmly on the fucking right. And also, when there are progressive causes with legitimate grievances and they fucking mobilize completely randomly because of like one instance, like George Floyd, for example, that builds upon others, like the Arbery shooting. When that happens, cops beat the fucking shit out of them. When right-wingers protest, like they did in Michigan, or when right-wingers protest, like they fucking stormed Capitol buildings, or even the Oregon Bird Sanctuary, or numerous times over and over again, they're literally not met with the same level of violence. Well, I guess with the Ammon Bundy one, it was different because there was actually a shootout and they ended up dying. Some of them did. But in Michigan, they literally walked up the cops' faces with fucking guns and shit and spat on their faces. And not a single tear gas canister was open. So they have a sense of entitlement. Is it true courage? I ask you, how much courage? How much courage?
Unbelievable.
Is there for one who has no fear of getting shot? Like,
see that chat going, Bones? Look at this. That's how he deals with chat.
No expectation. They're roaming the fucking halls of Congress saying, ACAF, all cops are friends. They're taking selfies with them. How much courage do you need to stand up to, I guess, power when they're not going to kill you, when you have no fear? It's completely outside of your understanding.
Yeah.
It's outside of your fucking worldview. Here, how much courage do you need when cops are literally escorting you down the steps of the Capitol?
Yeah, seriously. If this were the left, they'd be beating the shit out of them with their fucking riot shields like they did in LA.
The cops fucking kill this person.
Yeah.
But remember, there is an imbalance here.
And they all broke the fucking law by sieging the Capitol.
The irony, of course, is that most black people just want to be.
Yeah, Rex Chapman, absolutely.
That's the inherent irony here.
Oh, Hassan does nothing but roast Trump fans. This is fucking brutal. I love him.
Reduced to please treat black people.
Calls them
treat
hogs.
a rich white person who's a Trump supporter.
No, definitely. No question about it.
If you get triggered by the race card or whatever the fuck, and I am someone who also talks about
Here,
the material conditions and
I'll put on Woke and we can listen to Haas because he's great.
First perspective.
30,000 people watching. Where was it? 200,000.
You don't see what the fuck is happening here.
What is that? 222K.
Races are individually, by the way. They are there.
Is that today?
Because they are upholding a white supremacist institution or a white supremacist understanding of power. And it is fundamentally an American perspective. Are you saying this was handled well by the police? Partially. I'm not going to turn around and be like, why didn't the police kill these fucking people? I don't think the police handled it well. They shouldn't have let these people in. Okay? They shouldn't have let these people in to the halls of Congress. They shouldn't have opened up the gate. The Google Bennett take? What the fuck is Google Bennett saying? And I must say tonight that a riot is the language of the unheard, and what is America has failed to hear? It has failed to hear the promises of freedom and justice have not been met. Martin Luther King Jr. God, she's so disgusting, dude. She disgusts me.
Again, in the final 2 weeks. You have the National Association of Manufacturers. It's one of the business groups in town that represents manufacturers, saying the vice president should consider invoking the 25th Amendment and removing the president from office in his final 2 weeks, all because of this scene, and more importantly, the much more dangerous scene we saw earlier in the daylight hours at the United States Capitol. And to echo what Phil Mattingly just said, I've been in communications with some leadership aides on both sides, both in the Senate, the Republican leadership still in the Senate, and the Democratic leadership in the House, about how important both leaders, Speaker Pelosi and Leader McConnell, believe it is to get back in that building tonight and to at least get back. Whether they finish tonight, I think, is an open question. That depends on whether you have more objections. But they both believe it is absolutely critical to send the signal that you may have disrupted us, you may have knocked us out of the building, but you will not stop us from doing what we came to do today, which is supposed to be a cherished constitutional tradition in the United States, embracing and affirming and accepting the election of Joe Biden as President of the United States.
Peaceful transfer of power. That's what we've always seen. Alex Marquardt, what's going on where you are, Alex?
Well, Wolf, we are back on the western side of the Capitol. What you can hear there is a flashbang, presumably from this police force that has just moved in. Wolf, what you're looking at now is Metropolitan Police from Washington, D.C., who just before this 6 p.m. curfew have moved in here to push out the rioters. They have been shouting, "Move back," at this crowd of hundreds, if not more, Trump supporters on the western side of the Capitol building. This, Wolf, is where in exactly 14 days' time, President-elect Biden will be inaugurated. In the background, you can see the Washington Monument. The police have now decided, after several hours of this huge mass gathering on the western side of the Capitol, to flush them out. We have heard reports of tear gas. I have not seen that in the last few moments, but there's no question that the Metropolitan Police Department, as well as the other law enforcement agencies, will not hesitate. Here we're being asked to move back. Yes, officer, we will. You can see this officer, for example, fully equipped.
That's cool that they this is the tactical gear that they were running in, and also they have their camera. They're probably live streaming this entire process. That's how fucking
rioters away from the Capitol, which they attacked and have been, which they got in.
For the record, I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop this for a second, but like, that's no different than the motherfuckers who literally traded the Klan robes for the tiki torches and the khakis. Okay, that's when you are. That's no different than Enrique Tarrio, the leader of the Proud Boys, coming back into D.C. after there was an arrest. There was a warrant out for his arrest because he literally openly and brazenly said he was the one who vandalized the famous African Methodist church, like by ripping over a BLM sign that they had outside of it and lighting it on fire. These people are brazen because they've never faced consequences for their actions. They're brazen because they understand intrinsically that they are on the side of those who control the reins of power. Okay? Now they're out of pocket. It's gotten way too far, certainly, and some of them might get a slap on the fucking wrist, but ultimately, he's on the side of those who are working for Donald Trump and MAGA, and that's why he doesn't fear the repercussions, okay? That's it. You don't fucking act this way. You don't act so brazenly and live stream you fucking your own criminal behavior if you don't feel like you're ever going to see any repercussions. That's the reality. This, in essence, is absolutely no different, like I said, than KKK members and Nazis literally substituting Klan robes and swastikas for the khakis and openly showing their faces as they yell, "Jews will not replace us" on the streets of Charlottesville. Okay? It's no different. Motherfucker looks like my man looks like he's out of tenant, dude. Like he's out there. What are you gonna do? He's got military grade or police grade fucking handcuffs too. Whatever the fuck they're called. Yeah, police grade zip ties. Like those are fucking not even regular zip ties. flex cuffs. Jesus Christ. Like, what's up? What were you trying to do? What were you trying to do with those zip ties? Like, someone should ask him. Yes, I did see Donald Trump's tweet get aged poorly. I am aware.
Amendment, the First Amendment, for a very reason, which was to, as the framers talked about, to hold public and powerful officials accountable, as Madison talked about. And I'm showing you now live pictures. Come on, guys, go home. You hear the Metro Police trying as peacefully as possible. Let's listen into this.
The irony of holding up a Jesus fish flag, dude.
The police have now decided. Everybody, please go home. Pretty please. Look at this. Remember the one that was during the DC protests over the summertime, and everybody was standing there. They were sitting in a line. They were all silent in front of the cops. And what's Haas watching?
You heard, Nora, the audience heard one of the protesters.
Fucking nuts.
Criminal class that runs this country. That is an embedded grievance that Trump did not invent. Let us be honest. But as a candidate and as president, he has pointed to and suggested is real and is giving a sense to those people who held that grievance that it's real. And he's the only alternative to it.
I'm not sure exactly what Jesse expects them to want to do.
And we should tip our hats to the DC police, and frankly, we put up with a lot of this over the past year, whether it's pro or anti-Trump supporters, the Black Lives Matter protests that were held. This is a police force that has been worn pretty thin.
Yeah, dude, it's the BLM protest. That's the reason why the fucking police force couldn't react appropriately to what's happening.
Huh? What just happened? Did they just freeze? I'm going to cut Haas's stream. I'll open this one back up. I bet everybody in the world is freaking streaming something right now. This is unreal. All right, so yeah, it looks like sorry, I got a work call. They established a perimeter.
Press that up.
I was too busy getting my ass kicked by fucking 6 cops at once.
Here we go. So I'm
fucking happy with yourself.
Looks like.
Are you fucking happy?
Like
are y'all gonna be able to go home and sleep in peace tonight, knowing that you kicked patriots out of a free fucking country? That is awesome.
Yo, Kata. Nice. Naomi Caravani. She's on Redacted tonight, if anybody doesn't know. She's hilarious on Insta.
Said it all night. After I got my ass beat, we're coming back here. We ain't coming back here. We ain't coming back on home. Look what they did today. That's right. This dude missing half of his fucking lip. Yeah.
How did that happen?
They just shot me with a rubber bullet just for yelling at him.
Were you up on the Capitol steps earlier?
I was right down below. They just shot me with a rubber bullet for nothing. Absolutely nothing. Fascist motherfucking DC.
Have you been down here all day?
I'll watch it. I'll watch all this stuff when I get home, you know? A lot to do. Yeah, 6 p.m. curfew, that's for sure. Yeah, the White House did not get attacked.
Nuts.
So this is like the remnant here, yo. Thanks for this.
Nice.
Just like simply just ask, like,
Did you ever imagine in your lifetime that you'd be on this step?
y'all were the ones who started shooting me. Y'all were the ones who started throwing shit. Y'all were the ones throwing fucking explosives like that.
Oh, you came.
And yeah, that won't no fucking crowd.
Civil War II Electric Boogaloo. I don't know if I'd be joking about this shit right now.
You're fucking lucky my foot is still attached to my body. This is the Department of Health. You might as well put on a Nazi fucking uniform, put on some SS badges, because that's all you fucking are. They try to separate you from your family.
Wow.
You are the brown coat version of every single one of y'all out here tonight that came out here to stop the nation. Y'all could have said, fuck that. You wouldn't let us take Antifa out while they were shooting our fucking city. You are going to go fuck with the city. But y'all let Antifa.
Because I am you, is the rest of this quote.
And y'all didn't do a fucking thing. And the enemies they talked about the first and
even listen to our evidence. What's left? If somebody could please tell me this isn't what we're supposed to be doing.
Marcos.
Did you see the president's speech today?
I did.
Get out of my fucking
He
feed.
laid out quite a bit of evidence in the 6 disputed states where, for some reason or other, they've certified electors. Why? There's so much fraud. How could you certify the electors? They can't tell what happened. They have dead people voting. They have people voting twice. They changed election laws that not by the legislature, but by fiat. This is not how we do it in this country.
Okay.
Were you disappointed that we didn't get a chance to hear
Only
the
dead people who voted were Republicans, by the way.
Very, and I'm wondering because we were out in the field today. I don't know. Do you know what the outcome? I heard they left. Did they vote? Did they do anything? Or did they...
I believe, I was in the field as well. I believe they only had a chance to object to Arizona, and then I believe the Capitol building was breached. So I don't believe they had a chance to hear any evidence. They didn't even have a chance to go through, I believe, any state after Arizona. But I believe there was objections to Arizona.
Because, I mean, with the joint session, and this is where people, for the most part, vote Republican in this group. Republicans have sold us out. We control the Senate in that house. And it kind of sounds like the Republicans, we had Josh Hawley who would object to the electors, but you go to the separate chambers and debate the issue. Would they come back with an affirmative rejection? Didn't sound like it was going to go that way, even though we control the House. You know what? And I'll tell you something else. This group is, when we have our little rallies, we chant back the blue. We support the police. So what happened tonight? Like, we're the ones that support the police. The Antifa and BLM riot all summer long and have no consequence. And we spend an afternoon getting tear gassed here. What is that? That is not equal justice under the law. And that's another complaint. That if you're Hillary Clinton and you keep a server with classified information in your basement, no big deal. If I had done that when I had my security clearance, you can bet I'd be sitting in a jail cell right now.
Let's walk and talk. There were a lot of people here today. Hundreds of thousands of people came today. How did they feel? What was the feeling in general with the people who were here?
I don't know. I talked to some people. They're optimistic that the Republicans would do the right thing. Then I talked to some other people where they're just very disappointed and very upset, and we cannot have a country if we don't have not fraudulent elections. We have to have elections that we can trust, and we don't right now. And by and large, they're just sort of papering over the fact that 6 states elections were stolen. 6 states that we know of.
I don't know how you sleep at night, you worthless piece of shit. We supported you.
Thank you. We're holding the line at the Capitol, but this is where we're at.
You know it. You know it.
Yeah, there were several 100,000 people out here today. Absolutely. The crowd is dispersed pretty significantly, though. I don't think there's much of a threat tonight of.
What's that?
Oh, I'm just talking to my screen. No. I don't think that. Honestly, I thought that this evening people would be coming back to. I thought people would be coming back there, calling to hold the line against the Capitol building here.
Kids,
but it seems like it's calmed way down. Sorry. Pass back. Oops. Sorry.
It's all right.
You don't got another joke in there?
So have you guys been out here all day? Do you mind if I talk to you? You don't. I mean, you don't mind, or you do? Okay, I won't put you on camera. Then let me move around. Oh, yes, it's getting chilly. So only people that are really, really feeling it are going to still be out here. Just like Capitol grounds are really quiet now. Capitol. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's going to be anything. I don't know that there's anything happening. I don't see any large groups forming. Yeah, I think this is far back. There's a large group. I'm going to go ahead and move out of this area. I'm going to walk this line right here.
When some 12-year-old fucking swallows, it's like all over again, and Rome fell, and America's on call. America's sent down the judgment. I did the census this year. They got assassinated in the face.
So I'm going to see there's a large crowd coming down. So this is one area, and we've got a large crowd coming through over here. Oh, these poor puppies. We have
There's a fight going on.
So as we can see, guys, the last of the people being moved out of the Capitol building. And a few people mouthing. But generally, people quite reasonable. Oh, really? Okay.
Wow.
You okay?
What's going on in Olympia?
Gas, ended up my sinuses. It hurt for like maybe a minute, but then I got
Red Star Bros, kids and brother.
So we see the remainder of the people who are here.
Who's NTD?
They're not wearing any
Anybody know what this network is? NTD?
Guy in a peak cap.
Think they'll do it tomorrow? I think so. Thanks for staying or coming back, Ian. Yes, I agree, Ian. We have always had fraudulent elections. We haven't known about a free and fair election at least since 2000. Every time a machine has been involved, who knows, because the software is unable to be audited.
Right out of the way.
What's that woman gonna do? Is she okay?
I think we're looking at
Crazy. All right, well, we're seeing the wall yields go up. Is this a Becky or a Karen that's yelling at them right now? What do you think? Can I put up a poll? Can I do a poll? Is this a Becky or a Karen? No, I don't think I can do a poll through Restream. David Dorn.
It looks like they're trying to reason with this woman and ask her to get down, but she's holding her ground, I guess. But they're trying to reason with her and to get her to vacate the property.
It's like a movie.
Unaffiliated press over here.
Closing down all of our businesses. Sons and daughters are killing themselves. I tell you, don't let your family get your vaccine. It's not their way. Don't let them get vaccines. Trying to use all the healthcare workers first, so when they get sick or die,
So we're still out here in front of the Capitol building.
That's what they're doing. Be careful, don't get those vaccines. We must save this country. We must save this country.
Criminal, pedophilic scumbags. Oh, they're going to come over the wall and
Again, they're getting shut down. Look at this.
You're invoking the 25th Amendment. Like, there's still congressional proceedings that need to take place and shit. Like, that's not gonna. All you're gonna do is like just agitate the hogs further, and what? What's the difference? Like, what are you gonna do? What's gonna happen there? Like, I mean, his institutional legitimacy is not the problem at this stage. That's far too late. 4 years of fucking institutional legitimacy from people who were like, this is the moment that Trump became presidential and shit like that already created a reality where these people looked at him as the guy from the bully pulpit. Him being impeached at this stage is legitimately not going to change anything to stop this from further getting out of control. As a matter of fact, him being impeached at this stage might even make things worse. Who knows? Doesn't matter. It's symbolic. Sure, do it. Go off kings and queens. But I don't think that, like, I think the real problem is, like, you need to cut off access
Still
to
live?
these people somehow. You need to stop him from fucking tweeting. Take his goddamn phone away. Like, literally. Detain him. It's not the motherfucking
Nice.
president
I
saying
think I
these
just
things
added
as the
Periscope,
president
so
is the
now
problem.
we're streaming
It's the fact
on
that he has
Twitter
the
as well.
capacity to say these things to his supporters and agitate them. That's the real issue. I want to hear from all the people who keep saying that, you know, Trump is not a significant threat, though, because there's a lot of lefties who, like, I mean, I've laughed at Trump as well, but there's a lot of lefties who are like, oh, it's freedom of speech restriction, it's a freedom of speech violation to even do anything to Donald Trump. Fuck you guys, blah, blah, blah. Where are they now? At some point, you literally have to fucking do something. I guess we can't deal with it at all. We can't deal with any of the problems at hand. Lefties prevailing? No, there are people who are leftists who literally like have talked about this as well. Anyway, the fact that we need to treat the president of the United States like a 10-year-old with too much internet access.
Welcome back.
The issue is
No. Wow.
This is the reason kind of why this is happening currently. My father's the biggest Trump supporter. He's defended everything Trump has said and done, and even he is stumped. I mean, what the fuck was he thinking? What was going to happen? That's what I don't understand. Like, why are Trump supporters doing the surprise Pikachu face? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this is like...
This is what you said you were going to do.
I mean, you did the sowing, and when it comes down to reaping, you're like, wait a minute, what? I don't understand it. It's like, well, you did this. Okay, there's no surprise Pikachu face anymore. The fuck are you expecting?
Alyssa Farah, one of them, who essentially says, I am one of you to the MAGA world, as she puts it. She says, before I worked for the president, I worked for Mark Meadows, Jim Jordan, and she goes on to say, I need you to hear me. The election was not stolen. We lost. Strong's
man, where the fuck were you fucking dumb bitches like a month ago, dude? This should have taken... It took you literally storming the Capitol building and one woman dying by getting shot in the fucking throat to say, oh, the election wasn't stolen. Bitch, it's been a fucking month. It's been more than a month. It's been 2 months. 2 months. Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck you. Fuck you.
I fucking love
It's
Hassan.
fucking insane that these people are like, oh, well, oh God, this is gone way too far. Really? Now it's gone way too far? Motherfucker went way too far 2 months ago. We've been saying that this is going to get to a fucking insane place.
those false claims of fraud, tried to pressure his own vice president, Mike Pence, to take actions that he cannot take under the law to block the election results from being counted and from announcing the winner as Joe Biden. And there is a sense that in that speech, the president was riling up his supporters. And now this is what has come from a day and weeks of a lot of energy toward trying to relitigate this election. So, Savannah, I can just tell you the pressure's mounted here on President Trump.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty extraordinary to hear from former officials who were diehards, who worked for the president until those last moments to say it's enough, it's over. What about Vice President Pence? Of course, he was over there at the Capitol.
Yeah, what about Vice President Pence, motherfucker?
The last best information we had was that he was still there, that it was not safe for him to even go that short distance back to the White House. Have you heard anything about his whereabouts? Any update?
Watch the video of that woman who died. Oh, shit, dude. Yeah, let me just pull up a person who got fucking killed.
A TOS violation on top of it.
People, dude.
Yeah.
What a great idea. Let's do that. Is there some porn that you want to show me, too? We can maybe watch some fucking after that, too. You know? Just really get the full Monty out there. Come on, bro. Mods, please ban anyone who links that, by the way. Don't link any fucking NSFW shit. Yeah, that's it. I'm going out with a fucking blaze of glory, baby. McConnell wants Congress to go back to finishing the certification. Okay, cool. Sorry, Turks. I was just kidding. What I'm doing is sarcasm. I know you get very excited. Turkish people are going, Pog. Abi vallahi dedi porno izleyeceğiz galiba. Helal olsun. Aslan adam. It's not happening, though.
Making it clear to the American people that that's how he viewed his role, and that is how he planned to proceed and will proceed once these proceedings get underway. And so a really stark, dramatic development there. And it's also worth noting that the Senate's top Republican, Mitch McConnell.
What is this? The fuck is this? You fucking kidding me?
You're retreating? What? Running away?
Hold on.
Wow. Graham, Convo, Hardland, Status Quo, everybody's live. Look at this. It's almost like election night. I'm waiting for Jimmy and Rich
we
And
know
Ron.
looking around the world and in current times as well as in history, that leaders can gain power by
Look at this freaking what's run away.
by fostering division, and that's exactly what Trump set out to do. Heard my colleagues over the years say,
Yeah, I can imagine a BLM protester, him retreating from a BLM protester in the middle of the halls of Congress. This is how they're going to get the Congress people out. They're going to put them on a bus.
Meme, dude. What the fuck?
We should tip our hats to the DC police.
Oh, we saw this.
Put up with a lot of this over the past year.
We saw this live, guys. We literally watched this live when I fucking freaked out on media for a second before moving away.
And we should tip our hats to the DC police. And frankly,
watch them blame Black Lives Matter for how underfunded and how tired the police force is.
With a lot of this over the past year, whether it's pro or anti-Trump.
Gas, lighting, fucking supreme. Why I do what I do. Whoa. Okay, everybody bail.
Like, dude,
That's
you're
all right.
you're such a scumbag, dude. I mean, seriously.
They did interrupt the election
You're
confirmation.
such a fucking scumbag, dude.
They'll come back tomorrow and do
You are a
it.
gigantic fucking scumbag, dude. You are not on the side of justice. You're not on the side of truth. Like, you are such a fucking piece of shit, dude. God damn, like, you're a terrible fucking piece of shit for saying that.
What? I didn't see what the person
Oh man,
said.
those poor cops, like, they
Yeah.
threw fucking. No one's talking about the tennis elbow I got while I was beating 17-year-old black teenagers senseless for daring to protest police brutality. No one's talking about this. Okay?
217,000 now
Where's my
watching.
hazard
Look at
pay?
this.
I was beating the fucking shit out of Black Lives Matter protesters, and I didn't get a single fucking dime out of that, dude. Come on, I threw my back out, dude, while I was trying to shoot people. When I was trying to directly aim at people's heads with a projectile. Wow. Yikes. Trump tweeted again. These are the things and events that happen when it's scared. Oh, fuck you, dude.
The woman shot outside the U.S. Capitol has died, cops say. I just got a report from the Washington Post on my phone.
And WPM, I'm going to start banning people that fucking... Yeah, it's did I write it? Did I misspell it? Fine, it's whatever. Everybody gets what that is. IED or suspicious package found at RNC and DNC. Yeah, I know. Okay.
Well,
things are heating up in Inslee out here in Olympia now. Yeah, there's like protests happening all around the country, not just fucking, not just the Capitol either. But hold on.
And we now
Washington,
turn to Leon Panetta, who of course is the former defense secretary under the Obama.
All right, Washington D.C. curfew is now in effect. I'm going up, and I'm also running a 1 minute ad while I go pee. It's top of the hour every hour. There's a 60-second ad break. Sorry, contractual obligation. You can avoid the ads in numerous ways.
What your gut, how you feel.
One of them is by subscribing. You can do that with your Twitch Prime for free.
We've all been watching.
I'm gonna go pee, and I'm going up right now.
That's Savannah.
But
No.
here is the 60-second ad break.
scenes that I've seen today are the most disturbing events that I've seen in my entire public life.
One of the biggest pieces of
I
Black Lives
never
Matter movement
expected
is being heard.
to see rioters take over the Capitol of the United States
stop our democracy from functioning and basically undermine a very form of government that depends on both order and freedom. And to see that happen is something I thought I would never see in my lifetime.
And the business of the Congress must go on. We're told from our reporting from inside
they've been
the
sitting in a room. Take your fucking votes.
Congress are very focused, almost defiant in their feeling that they have an obligation to go on and continue this work, even if it goes late into tonight. What do you know about, without giving away anything, what do you know about the plans that were in place for something like this?
You're still
I
here.
talked about it a little bit with Secretary Napolitano earlier in our coverage, saying, I'm sure you had plans on the shelf.
Yeah, Jimmy gets 15 to 20K on a good stream. I've seen him get as high as 25. He took all of TYT's audience away, and especially now after what he did, setting it on fire. I mean, I'm not even going to give him the audience just to look at how many you're on right now, but I guarantee you there aren't many. TYT spreads out over the platforms as well. They're on Twitch. So if I look right now, TYT on Twitch, how many are live? 700 people live.
Changed the results of an election.
That's not very many.
Cautioned against that.
Considering that Chapo's got 2,500 live, Central Committee Mike's got 2.3.
This kind of protest.
Haas is sucking up all the energy
the president obviously was saying things to incite what we saw today. Everybody knew that, in fact, that something like this was very possible. And I'm a little surprised, very frankly, that sufficient steps were not taken to secure the Capitol and to make sure that something like this did not happen.
And Secretary Panetta, just bring you up to date because the president tweeted about 7 minutes ago, and this is what he said. These are the things and events that happen when a sacred landslide election victory is so unceremoniously and viciously stripped away from great patriots who have been badly and unfairly treated for so long. Go home with love and in peace. Remember this day forever. How does that statement strike you?
It strikes me as not only irresponsible, but undermining the very role that he should be playing as President of the United States, which is to make very clear that this kind of behavior is unacceptable, that it violates every principle of law and order that he said he stands for, and further undermine.
Man, I'm so shocked that Donald Trump, perhaps the only administration.
What's going on, Nicole?
As transparently criminals.
No, the Capitol's not a pile of bricks. They put a curfew in place as of 6 p.m.
After saying
I'm streaming out Haas. We've got concrete reporting streaming here from earlier reporting.
And pissing my pants right now. Like, wow, this is just incredible news.
Ben Dixon's online. Have a good time with that, bro.
I know, we already talked about it. Like, it literally, like, they did. They opened up the fucking gate. Police are squabbling.
Yeah, look at this. I had this up earlier.
There we go.
They literally opened it up and let them wave them right in. I don't know if you saw that, Nicole.
They let them in. They fucking escorted them in. They escorted them out of the Capitol building. There were hands and shit. And every now and then, when someone, like, threw a fucking punch, when there was like a little bit of hog violence, then they turned around and pepper sprayed them a little bit. It's not. Yeah, they were taking selfies. Great. A lighter take on the events for most for most international frogs. What is this? Exclusiva. Yeah, well, it's coming to you too. Listen, Europeans, Asians that watch me, what do I always tell you? You laugh today at America, but our main export is brain cancer, okay? This will come to your doorstep. It already is. You laughed at QAnon And you laughed at COVID deniers and anti-mask at the beginning of the fucking lockdowns. And I told you, just wait. It's coming to you too. And it did. QAnon is spreading like fucking wildfire even in Germany and shit too. It's how it is, man. Our biggest, most important fucking export. Is brain cancer. I hate him. I hate this fucking piece of shit so much. Same thing happened in Germany, but the protesters failed to get into the Reichstag because of 2 police officers.
Wait.
Yeah, thoughts on McConnell finally doing the right things? Man, get the fuck out of here. McConnell can suck my dick, dude. Fuck Mitch McConnell, that turtle fuck. What do you mean doing the right thing?
Yeah.
No, he didn't do the fucking right thing. Doing the right thing would have been not being Mitch McConnell. Like literally erasing himself from existence.
Get
That
him.
would be doing the right thing. I don't even know fucking start with Mitch McConnell doing the right thing. Mitch McConnell is like Henry Kissinger, maybe on a smaller playing field. Okay, there's no doing the right thing for these people. They are the Hitlers of our generation. Okay, if you try to calculate it, which pound for pound calculations of like demise that they've brought upon the planet is impossible to fucking calculate. At least like with Hitler, you have real fucking numbers and a normative position on how bad he was and how devastating he was on the world. But with like Henry Kissinger and Mitch McConnell and people like that, you literally cannot calculate it because it's happening right in front of our fucking eyes for the most part. Okay? Mitch McConnell doing the right thing. There's no doing the right thing for Mitch McConnell. He has to go back in time. If Mitch McConnell were to do the right thing, he would have to literally build a time machine, go back in time, and I guess maybe end the younger Mitch McConnell. That's when he'd do the right thing. So that his devastation he never brought upon the American Congress. Okay? You'd have to fucking time loop. Doing the right thing.
How long have we been streaming for? About 2 hours? Yeah, about 2 hours.
Anyway. I'm so cooked that I thought you were talking about taking the pool head. What?
Backyard. Last we heard, she was doing okay. She said that they were out there in the streets and they had targeted her house and her family, which worries me.
I mean, I didn't just say that there was going to be COVID deniers in Germany. I said there's going to be QAnon COVID deniers, which is very specific, and that is literally a direct American import. Okay? You imported that from America. Hey, Weigels, GOP is trying to convince Trump loyalists to stop their objections? Yeah. GOP is trying to persuade Trump loyalists to abandon a challenge to Biden's win. Yeah, good luck.
What's going on in D.C. right now? I want to see something.
Like,
what's
they're not real
this?
Trump loyalists. They're loyal only to themselves. Now that they saw how many people were rising to action, they're salivating, dude. They want to be able to inevitably get the kingmaker's blessing. They want that shit, partially because there is no counter to that. There's no repercussions.
All right, so this is
okay.
One RP Nation on Twitch. I'm going to give them a follow because I'm sharing them on screen. I'm giving them some love. Watch for the latest live news coverage, RP Nation News. I don't know if they're Republican or Democrat. It doesn't matter at this point. I just want live news coverage. Again, that's why we're independent left news. We definitely lean left. Cops are moving.
Just like Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue don't give a fuck about the election being stolen.
Well, it doesn't look like they're choosing that side at the moment. It looks to me like they're moving everybody out. They're being nice to them. They're certainly not beating the crap out of them, at least yet. Nobody's really shown any resistance, at least that I can see.
With unlawful orders, they might lose their jobs, they might get put on suspension, something. That pension is way too important, guys. How far and where? There's some bike rails right there that people are tripping over.
Look at this. These elderly people over there. Nobody resisting. Nobody doing anything. I just have this issue.
Anytime Mona's against censorship, I have to support that. So we love Mona here.
And I think that's what they want. Outside the perimeter. Look how far we are now. Are we heading to Baltimore or Maryland? USA! I don't know what's going on here, guys. It just makes no sense. Most people were just having conversations. We're ignoring the police.
Oh shit! Taking shots at Jordan.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Jeez, Jesse, come on,
You
man.
guys get to see what's actually going on, not what CNN is telling you.
Status Quo does some good work. I know there's some bad blood out there against them, but
They don't know what the
look at
Constitution
this. Michael
is.
Parenti with Esha. I don't know if everybody knows Esha. Esha has an awesome podcast, historic.ly. Everyone should follow.
This guy was here last night.
Mona, I just gave you a shout out and liked your tweet.
It's fucking CNN. They say it live.
Look at these violent people, guys. Look at how
fucking
violent they are.
order cable, right?
The
Well,
pictures,
Pluto
right?
TV, it's free on every goddamn fucking
No
device.
reason whatsoever.
And go to
They still
CNN
put
and
back
watch
when
it.
they're-
It's not hard, bro.
Again, they were ignored. Nobody was talking to them. They had their guard down. They had their gloves off. And they decided to put it all back on and keep pushing. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's called a curfew. It's in place. What are all these people doing there?
So we're
Why
actually
aren't the
in the
cops
parking lot
dispersing this crowd like they would be if this was a leftist protest?
What I was afraid of.
What the
Now
fuck?
you got all the massive sedition, traitorous MAGA supporters.
No, what he's taking shit about today right now is that Jesse just called him out for calling this a civil war for what went down
how
in
dangerous
the,
of a situation
the
this
Capitol
is to
chamber.
be
Actually,
put in.
you
This is why
replied
I wasn't going to go
to
to DC. I thought this
to
might
Josh's tweet, which was in response. Here, look, this was what I was talking about. Jesse called out Jordan.
So the girl they're saying is 16.
All right, I think you retweeted this or responded to Josh, but that was actually in response to Jordan's tweet that said they've incited a civil war, and Jesse's saying a civil war. Give me a break. Worry not. You still got time to do broadcasting your Chris Hayes analysis from their parents' basement. That's just cold-hearted. Ouch. Oh, Josh.
Right
Wow.
ears. Give a guy a megaphone.
I believe it. Wait, what happened here? Claudia, Mona. See, this is the real family.
Are they getting ready to charge
Nicole,
again?
Bones, Michael.
Oh, they're bringing reinforcements over there. Are you here?
I don't even know if Michael's still here. It's midnight over in Germany at this
With
point.
shields. Here they come. Here they come with shields. Look at that come in. Are those National Guard?
Wow, look at
Might
this.
be National Guard. Wow.
Well, they
National
should.
Guard, guys. I
Are
would
you
love to see if
surprised?
They respond the same way as these pension suckers. I really would. Hey, National Guard, hopefully you don't treat us like they do.
You mean like they treat ordinary citizens that break down barriers and break curfew? Hey, at least those people are wearing masks. That's a first.
They are bringing in some reinforcements right now. For what? Like maybe 200, 300 people here that's still left talking?
Yeah, we watched that earlier. The police opened the gates. I had that running for a little while. But they didn't let him into the building. What they did was they let him onto the grounds. Either way, it's bad. I mean, this picture right here.
Yeah, that guy's laughing. That cop right there is laughing.
And look at this. That cop.
Oh, they're pissed. He's just sitting there laughing. Remove him from the line. Oh, so National Guard is taking the lead. Sorry.
I think it's funny to destroy the country.
Take a back seat.
Yep, Mike is right. Biden will use this as an excuse to ramp up police funding. 100%.
I do not think they are armed, right? National Guard is not armed. Does it look like they're armed? No, they have shields. They do not look like they're not stroking their baton.
Oh, Jimmy finally found it. Oh, that's so funny. What's his name? Chris Park over at
What, guys? Come on. Really?
Blaze Comedy. He put up a meme on Instagram yesterday, and it was AOC yelling, "We need to make the politicians uncomfortable." And then it went below, it's, okay, no, I didn't mean me. And that's exactly what it is. She wanted us to make everybody else uncomfortable and never thought we'd turn that on her so quickly.
Where do we need to go? They have not told us one time where we need to go. They have not told us one time where they want to go. The officers behind them have pepper spray out and tear gas. They're ready. Tripped over 5 people trying to walk backwards. Oh, here they go.
I keep asking, what's their end game? What do they expect is going to happen? Here they go. They're going to start pushing. They're going to start moving forward.
Come on, guys. You took an oath. You took an oath.
Yeah, the oath was to defend the United States, not to defend Donald Trump.
Man, nobody's being a
Yay, Mona working.
Criminals who supported their country and didn't want to burn it down. They need to be arrested for such dangerous patriotism.
There is a curfew in place.
The officers, DC Metro is behind them, pushing them. There's
Wow.
Oh, they just started spraying.
Pepper spray.
That guy pushed back.
Can't believe this happened.
This is DC, guys.
Oh, you mean the cops will do that to you too if you don't obey the fucking law? Amazing.
DC police are standing behind them.
Sort of, at least.
Spraying.
Again, are they beating the crap out of everybody in sight? No.
On their Twitter right now is calling for the arrest for all Trump supporters, addition as traitors. Live on their Twitter. Just go to fucking NPR's Twitter. Step 2 is fucking read English.
Maybe they're going to build their own barricade. But now I can't get out.
Yeah, this is a live feed. We're watching this live right now.
I don't know if it doesn't look like the one that started is with us.
Biden's going to use this to ramp up police funding. You watch.
See, that could be an instigator. That is probably an instigator.
Yeah, they're going to charge Trump with 400,000 COVID deaths. He's going to jail for murder. Just so you guys know that's a plan.
Reaching their hand over that.
It's over for him. Linwood and Sidney Powell are now going to be disbarred.
Good. They should be.
They already started the case to take away their lawyer certification.
Good. They're carnival barking lunatics.
See,
They're the reason why nobody will take the actual election security seriously.
They're wearing all black.
Yeah, DC cops are totally hiding behind the National Guardsmen. Look at this.
Where are we going?
Yeah, they don't know where they're going. That's exactly right. Where are we going? That's a great question. Oreo Express is the name of this stream from
A criminal felony to
DC.
support President Trump. It will be banned online.
For no reason.
Clearly,
That's
it's
hate speech.
a
Watch.
maggot.
Why do that? Looks like it. No, the dude that's not with us started all that crap. Like to instigate the police.
This person was sitting in Pelosi's office. Look at this, with his feet up on the desk. The National Guardsmen have been hiding behind the cops and are starting to push the barrier forward.
Your own country's flag.
And all the MAGA people are saying, why are you moving us? We're peacefully assembling.
One thing is that one day the offer will be taken away. Stand with us, not against us.
Wait, what?
Yeah, guys, I don't know what's going on here. They won't. Usually they'll get on a PA, say, this is an unlawful assembly, anything. Nothing has been on the PA system. We were all just conversating. You've seen the live. And then they start charging. I'm sure the news will show you something totally different.
And here comes Lee Camp. One of the fortunate few, Lee Camp, to get an alert. Did that guy have a KKK hat on? I didn't see a KKK hat on. That guy with the red hats, the maroon hat's been there since the beginning, or at least for a while, taking real up-close pictures of all the cops and all the National Guard.
What's the problem? Nobody's gotten on a PA and told us anything. First Street?
Yeah, First Street's right there.
And once we're there, what do we do?
They just want to clear the crap on the ground. That's it.
Understand? At least you can tell everybody, please. Don't agree with it, but hey, maybe.
Look at that.
He eats well.
Bowser's check, man.
Yeah, Bowser's check. They get another type of stimulus.
Here, I slowed it down. You can see the police officer open the gate. Lee Camp just went live on YouTube. I just got an alert from Moment of Clarity channel. Here they go.
He is mace happy. This guy right now, he's got the mace in his hand. He's just ready to go.
Man, it's 6:30. I gotta watch my kids. I gotta go upstairs and see the kids. I'm streaming almost 3 hours with this.
Cops are all fucking smiling with glee. What the fuck? Why would they smiling like this at fucking Antifa?
What are you talking
Am I
about?
looking at?
They were.
Fucking shitty grin on his face. The fucking short.
Showing you what the media won't. The media will pick and pull whatever they can to make it seem like these folks are instigators. They are talking. They're trying to have a conversation. They just want to spray. That's all they want to do.
Wow. Oh, I just got a YouTube. I don't know. I said, watch live now, Moment of Clarity with Lee Camp, breaking news, insurrection at the Capitol.
So this guy right here.
Hey, he's got 171 watching live right now.
Navy veteran.
What's concrete recording doing? What's Twitch messaging?
Sir, you got a second?
Yeah, sure.
So you're
Who
a
watches
veteran?
the watchers? Oh,
What
that's
do you
got to
think
be
of all
because I
this?
set up mods.
Right now, I'm glad I don't have to.
Okay, that stream broke.
They have to make
That guy's out there.
No, who's telling them what to
Haas is still going through stuff.
do? Jim Army, you support it all. To follow orders, or you can actually
Wow, this thing is running real slow. I'm killing my bandwidth. I'm killing my computer right now.
quit your jobs. You got to rebel. It's not that easy. And people don't understand it. It's not that easy. But
Here he is.
I tell them they're going to have to.
He has a different channel, by the way. Moment of Clarity is the other channel that it's called.
And some people were speaking from the steps of the Capitol, and you had cops come and say they were going to arrest them for standing on the steps of the Capitol and speaking at a peaceful protest of 25 people. Yet, for some odd reason, thousands of people are allowed to just basically take the Capitol building. And I know that you saw that the cops did try and stop them for a bit.
What do you mean, what happened,
But
Mona? I put on Lee
There
Camp
weren't that many cops, and they weren't trying
because
that
he's
hard.
live.
And I want to show you this video.
And
It's a
everything
short
else is here.
But the cops basically let them in to the Capitol. The cops decided, for whatever reason, that they were just not going to continue to try to stop these people from entering the Capitol. Video shows them literally, basically letting them in.
There's a lot more to come, but I disagree that this is nothing.
Did that guy just say there's no big deal that a patriot lost their life today?
Okay, I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you on that. Too many people will be on their fucking keyboard, still posting memes and not being out here on the front line. Yeah, I agree with that.
The Christians that should be here, they're praying and it's in God's hand. It's all in God's hand. Yeah, but you are his hands and feet. Get out there and do something.
Amen. I agree with that 100%. We always say that. You can't just go to the ballot box, vote, and go home and
Oh
pray.
my
You have
God!
to
Did
take
she?
action.
Oh, fucking no, Mickey.
If you got your leg cut off, you
I don't
wouldn't
wanna
just
talk
pray.
about
You
her
would
anymore.
pray
I'm
and
done.
take action at the hospital. Thank you. Thank you for your service.
Watch how close I am. Police and military, turn away from these corrupt that's running this country into the ground. They run this country into the ground. Turn against them and turn with us. And side with us. Turn against the evil corruption that has taken over this wicked country.
I didn't even want to get into it, but yeah, she did something dumb again. Somebody was in Franco's Discord, and I saw somebody say that she. I'll put it up. Fucking disgrace.
So it looks like most of the patriots and infiltrators are standing over here. I think people came down just to see what's going on. Oh, here we go.
Really? Candace Owens, Jimmy Dore. That's what you're saying now? There's Lee. Oh, there's Bo of the Fifth Column. He's live.
Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta do something really quick.
Everybody's going live now. This is just out of control.
Trying to make sure we have
Ted Cruz
everybody in our group.
should resign. Yeah, that's going to happen. Rhetoric. No live from Nico. Native Americans were shot with water cannons and rubber bullets for defending their own land in Standing Rock, which a federal judge finally vindicated them for recently. But these cops were taking selfies with protesters and were surprised they got trampled.
2565. Hold this for 1 second. I gotta adjust something that fell out.
Excuses. No, just kidding.
What is happening out there, folks? Oh, they're definitely going to turn around and blame it on Antifa. Gray Zone going live at 7.
Claim that like window up there, kick my feet up in a chair, you know what I mean? And I pay my tax, our way of life. It's all gone. As of today, we're fucking communist, you know what I mean? Socialists.
We are communist socialists, if only. Why? Because they're defending the people inside? They've always defended the people inside. It's just that you're on the other side today, pal. Are they now Antifa because now they think the cops are fascist? Is that what's going on here? That's hilarious. Nice for him to get a couple donos.
Apparently, the police department, along with
The lady died on a Trump flag.
Elected officials in that office, forgot whose house this is. Yeah, go over here and watch this.
Yeah, not your house, not just your house. It's everybody's house. Oh, bro, and now Jackson's going live too? All right. I've been live for 3 hours. I'm going to cut out. I'm going to let everybody else. I'm not sucking up anybody's audience anymore. I know we got a ton of shit going on. Thank you so much, everyone. And have a good night. This is crazy. This is history. Don't know what's going to happen from here. I'll see you.